Hey guys, what's going on? We are back again for another amazing podcast. Again, as I always promised, we will always try to bring in some of the latest hot content creators that are out there just to sit down and talk with them, see what's going on, and learn something that we don't know about them. So welcome to Ultimate Apeel, Let's Talk. So like we always do, we're going to jump right into it. So introduce yourself. Let's let those that know you and those that don't know you know who you are.
Well, my name is Hardy Quinn, from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, 31. Home-fed, small town type guy. I'm a versatile, very respectful and chill, driven and motivated. That's what's it.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. Sounds good. So now you say you're from North Carolina?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, small town.
Small town boy.
Yeah, born and raised. Came here when I was 18 for modeling. Been here ever since.
Been ever since.
Yeah.
So did you just come to visit and then it just stuck and you just loved the city and said, okay, great, I'm not going back? Or like what drew you to Atlanta to make that decision? Family?
No, I was getting in trouble.
Okay.
So my grandparents was here.
Okay.
And I also ended up when I got here, my grandparents like, no, you're moving with us. So I moved with them, and from there, just my ambition, my looks. I wanted to I love photography, taking pictures, modeling. So I applied for John Casablanca Modeling Agency, and it's another one, but I forgot. But I got I got signed to John Casablanca Modeling Agency. So
okay,
that's what I stick.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sounds good. So now you say you were getting in trouble. So you're just being an adolescent, just hard head, not listening to the parents, that kind of thing. That
Yeah.
That's kind of more or less what it was.
Yeah. For sure. I feel like as you grow up, you gain wisdom, hopefully. So
True.
with my wisdom, I definitely feel like it was an adolescence thing, and
Okay.
I moved up, and I'm 31 now, so I got some wisdom.
You got some hard knocks give you some wisdom.
Right.
There you go. Right. As my mom always say, hard head makes a soft ass.
Yes.
And that is so true in life. That is very true. So do you feel like moving with your grandparents, right? So that, I guess that anchor, was what really kind of started to kind of say, okay, let me get it together, because grandma and grandpa probably wasn't taking no shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
See, my grandparents, they raised me also with my mom and dad, so it was like a village raised this child.
And we need more of that.
Right, and they had a restaurant for 10 years, and they had a janitorial service for 7 years, so I've been working ever since I was 7. So, and then, they say in the Bible it talks about if you teach a man to, fish,
right, come on.
he'll learn,
You gotta preach.
So I definitely learned how to cook and bake, and I carried it with me all the way.
So, okay. So you were brought up with this entrepreneur atmosphere and spirit in the household.
Yeah.
Like 24/7.
Yes.
Like always on your hustle. I mean,
Yes.
because I would imagine, your grandparents, which that's a total different, age demographic and time frame.
Right.
They were on a grind,
Yes.
So that, I'm sure, was deeply embedded in you.
It is. It still is to this day. I work in the warehouse industry, and I still I'm a go-getter. Overtime, if I need to go cut some grass, I will. I do landscaping. I plant flowers. All of that.
I like that. I love it. Yeah. So you have that mindset like I do, that it's, if I need to get out and get it, I know I've got enough gifts and talents to go and make the money I need, and not be one of those type of people that is always, I can't find no job.
Right.
You go out and create it.
Right.
We on that one. We on that one, because that's exactly how my dad raised me. My dad has always told me, it's like, okay, they won't hire you. Okay, that's fine, Daddy. No problem. Don't sweat that. You know, go out and create your own business. Go out and create your own brand. You know, if you can't, if they don't want to, that's fine, Daddy. There's a way to get out and make money and make it legitimately. True. You know, so there you go. I love that. Okay, I already like your folks ain't my folks, so we might be
related.
All right. Might be a little bit of relation there. Oh well, yeah. So now you said that you grew up with baking and cooking and things like that. So have you started any kind of baking businesses, anything of that sort? Like, where's that falling in your perspective of what you're doing in your career now?
Well, my great grandmother, she was the baker for the family and for Twix Restaurant and Catering. That was my family's restaurant.
What was it called?
Twix Restaurant and Catering.
Twix.
TWI.
Twigs.
GGS.
Twigs. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And my great grandmother, she ended up passing away, and I feel like she kind of passed that gift down to me, because she used to try to, teach me how to bake cake, and I'd be like, girl, bye. Like, I'm going to smoke a blunt.
Right. When you're young, you really don't.
Right. You don't
zone in on those what they're trying to impart into you, or yeah. Okay.
Right. So when she passed away, it was bestowed to me in a way, I feel. And then I started a business called Micro Ryan Creations. Creations of Micro Ryan, my apologies.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I was working at Amazon, and I was a cleaner there, and on my date, when they're in the cafeteria, you gotta be off the floor, you gotta let them use the restrooms or whatever. So I just baked 3 different cakes, and I just set them out, slices, and people just start asking, and you need to start selling them. So I started selling red velvet. I do strawberry lemonade cake, or Kit Kat, Snickers, Reese's, just different kinds.
Wow.
I like to just put on some music and be in good vibes, and I feel like people, they feel taste buds, as far as your vibe, they feel that too. So you gotta make sure you in good mindset.
That's true. I love it. I love it. So now, is that another part of your brand that you're still pushing out there? What is that looking like right now?
Yeah, see, this was during COVID. I was messing around with a Leo, and I feel like God was like,
y'all Leos out.
I'm a Virgo.
I ain't no Leo, I'm a Pisces.
So God was like, see, I done told you too many times, and man, I ended up getting fired and all of that, and I didn't really do anything wrong. It was more of a layoff type thing, and my clientele, they were still asking for it, but you don't have a job, so how do you get the product? How do you keep the place?
Right, to support them.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
So I had to lay off right now, but I do feel like in due time, God gonna get me right again.
Okay. But you are going to put the feet back over into that
yes,
that little pond and get things back.
Right. I feel like doing in this industry too, it'll help me with promotion. It'll help me reach out to my community, because I love my gay people. I love my black kings and my black queens, period. So it's I really try to support, and just be a healing, if you will, or not even a healing, just a light. And if I can shine my light on to make anybody else shine, then I'm definitely down for that.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Yeah. Just giving and receiving that good positive energy and feedback. Absolutely. I am that firm believer of kind of what you put out is what you receive back. in life. You know, and we can go all biblical on it or what have you on that as well, because I'm a strong Christian believer myself, raised up in the church. You know, so I strongly believe, you know, that what you put out there you get back in return. So that's very true, very true. Okay, that's what's up, man. Well, one, I'm gonna tell you right now, right here on camera right now, you know, I'm gonna put you to the test and have you bake a cake or something for me. I'm a big sweet eater as well. I'm definitely from that world as well, because my grandmother and my mother, well, my grandmother owned the bakery in our little small town. I grew up in Mississippi, country boys, country with a K, country with a K. Cornbreads and greens and collard greens, all that good stuff.
Right.
Hot water cornbread. Yeah. So my mother is a baker. You know, she stopped now. My mom is in her 80s now, but throughout all her life and all her career, she was a baker. Wedding cakes and making 5, 6, 7-tier wedding cakes, that kind of stuff there. Wow. Cookies and tea cakes and all of that. Do you know about tea cakes?
I've never heard of them.
You ever heard of a tea cake? Okay, I'm dating myself now. Tea cakes for the, okay, yeah.
Teach me something new.
Yeah, good old tea cake. Okay, if anybody out there of age and know about like good tea cakes, they'll know what I'm talking about. But it's like a cookie. But I know about that world as far as baking and that kind of stuff there. So I'm telling you now, I'm gonna put you to test. I'm gonna have you bake a cake for me, and so I can try it out, because I love sweets. Sweets is my weakness. Even when I get prepared for a fitness competition, refusing my sweets is like
it's hard,
cussing me out. I'm ready to cut your throat.
Right.
For real. I gotta have my sweets. So I ain't gonna even lie about it. I gotta have my sweets.
Right.
So that's what's up, man. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. And you know, whatever here down in the future, whatever I can do to help with that, please let me know. You know, I am a professional photographer. I've shot stuff for numerous celebrities and brands and all that stuff throughout my 26 years of photography. So whatever I can do to help you on that, and I say that publicly now. You guys heard me. So let's do it. So let's talk about now. When did you? How long has it been since you stepped over into creating content? Like, is this something new? Is it?
It's something that I did on and off. I mean, I feel like it's an art to it, and I feel like if you like use a sponge too much, it tends to like wear and tear. So I'm like kind of high and in and out.
Okay.
I feel like it's like escargot, because I'm bisexual. Okay. I love women. I love vagina, but it's only a taste. It's an exquisite taste. Like, I want to be that exquisite taste. I want to be that Hershey bar that you be like, dang, I need a Hershey.
Yeah.
Just Hershey, period. You know.
Right.
So I want to be that type. Like, like, oh, he got something new. Let me check him out. You know. So that's what type I am. But I've only been doing it for, I want to say, like 2 years, on and off. I'm definitely more forethought than I am, in the past.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so very new. Very new.
Very new.
2 years, still very new to the game. What sparked you to say, or who sparked that fire to just say, you know what, let's do it, let's try it, let's see.
I started off dancing. Okay. I used to dance in the cut. Okay. See, this is why we have these interviews. See, you learn stuff that you don't know about people.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
And I started off period in the gay scene as a bottom, and then like, let's take it back like to the bottom part, and people that used to be like, damn, you have a nice dick, and I'd be like, I'm trying to get fucked. And then, then so many people was like attracted to it, so I started topping, and then one thing led to another, and it just worked.
It just kind of went in its own direction.
Right.
Okay.
But as far as in the cut, I started working there. A lot of people obviously you see my appearance, you probably think I'm a bottom. So it's a lot of people that was like, hey, let me talk to you. And then like they end up saying my dick, my penis. And
proper term.
Right.
I like that you're politically correct.
So yeah, they was like, oh, okay, and you know, I got a lot more tips as I showed my penis, and then like it's a natural size. My mom always told me that my sperm donor, I call him my sperm donor because I have a stepdad that's been in my life for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. So, she always told me he had a retarded dick, and he didn't know how to use it. So I be like, okay, so I'm gonna add your right. I'm gonna add his retarded dick and your motion of the ocean, and we just gonna vibe. So that's how it's been ever since.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what got me started. My first collab, I believe, what was with Velvet Entertainment.
Okay.
And then I did some other ones with Yachty.
Okay.
And
cool.
Yeah, so
you started with some big names.
Yeah, I guess
that's really good. I mean, a lot of people don't have the opportunity to start with really big names coming into this industry. So okay.
Yeah. I don't mean to bring God into it, but I take God in everything that I do. Like, I believe if I put anything I want to do, and it's to, you know, he'll help me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. That's awesome. I mean, really, seriously, because I mean, when you look at the industry now, this is not a taboo thing anymore.
Mm-mm.
You know, everybody's doing content now.
Mm-hmm.
And it really, really hit the glass ceiling during the pandemic because, as we all know, we all had to keep paying bills. We couldn't work, but that car note was still due, that mortgage was still due, or that rent was still due, and yes, I still need to have food in the house. And I think the one thing that the pandemic did, was really, while everybody was so clammed up in the house, it really gave individuals an opportunity to really dig deep within themselves as far as their own creativity, whether it be content creating on the adult side, or whether it be making content for the first recipe for whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? That still they still made content at the end of the day. And then they use that to turn around and say, oh, I can make money from this. So let me do it.
Right.
So I think one thing, speaking now more or less in reference to adult content, you're right. It's not taboo, and everybody's doing it now.
Yes.
I mean, everybody.
Yeah, it's a dog eats dog world.
It's a dog eats dog world. But here's not the crazy part about it, but there's so much out there for anyone to still make their money in their own lane. Consumers. I mean, you've got individuals like yourself that's still working a regular job, but also being able to be a content creator, and you can make your own content. You know, when you think back, you know, I'm gonna say maybe 10 years ago, you know, to get into the adult industry, everyone was chasing and knocking down the doors of the production companies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, production companies they select who they want, blah, blah, blah. And you've got this one person over here that's just knocking, and still not getting any yeses. Now that's just, that part is very taboo because I almost feel like to a small degree, not a huge degree, but to a small degree, OnlyFans and Just for Fans have damn near almost shut down the production companies. Because why do I now have to, as a content creator or adult performer, have to now go through the production companies?
Right.
I can do it on my own now.
Exactly.
And I can keep all my money and not, okay, you're only going to pay me $2,000 for that scene, or you're going to pay me $4,000. But I can take a whole $5,000 of my own or whatever at the end of the month, or that whole $2,000 at the end of the month that comes through, and that's mine.
Right.
I don't have to split that with anybody.
Right.
So that's kind of the wonderful thing that has kind of come out of after the pandemic, and people have just kind of embraced with going with saying, hey, shit, I can make my own money.
Right.
You know, I don't have to keep knocking down the doors of the production companies. Don't get me wrong, there are several still great production companies out there, but yet and still, if they don't pull the trigger on you at that moment in time, it's still not like you can't create content to make money.
Right. You definitely got.
They just may be on a larger platform, of course, you know, but yet and still, if you're still getting $1,000, $500,
right,
$2,000, $3,000 a month, that's still more than
zero.
Getting right. That's because the production company didn't book you. So, so what do you feel like now that you're in this game here? Of course, 2 years is a short amount of time, but it's still a long amount of time to really kind of have bumped your head to a degree to say, okay, now I won't fool with this no more, blah, blah, blah. So what do you kind of feel like some of the challenges that you've had with the content creating aspect of what you do in your content creating?
The challenges, I would definitely have to say, the challenges, would have to be, this is a hard question. Just everybody, like you said, it's enough revenue, it's enough paper, it's enough Benjamins for everybody to make them. You don't have to step on nobody's toes. You can just keep it professional, you know.
That is so true.
And yeah, just make money. We're like most content creators that I deal with or come across are black. So we already got, you know, stuff against us. So let's build each other up. Like, let's represent. Let's do it to the best of our abilities. You know, if you see another person slacking, you know, don't try to, you know, knock that hustle. Teach them, show them the way, and show them the right way. Like, don't try to exploit them, because I don't work with some people that don't try to put me in, like, don't try to put me into, like, you know, their own little, their family type situation. And I'm a Virgo, and I'm a leader. I'm a natural born leader, so, and I can smell bullshit. Excuse my language. So if I smell it, if I see like red flags, I'm a
run the other way.
Right.
Yeah, right.
You know,
yeah.
so
yeah.
I done got turned down by different people just because of me not wanting to work with certain people. But I like, it never stopped my hustle, because it's still people that still want to work with me because of my natural born beauty. So,
but is that not the 101 class of business anyway? We are not supposed to necessarily work with everyone.
Right.
That's just that's just business.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not to mesh with everyone.
Right.
I don't care. Your brand could be just as squeaky clean. Mine could be just as squeaky clean. Yours can have, when I say squeaky clean, meaning great reputation over here. I have great reputation here. But yet and still, there may be something that doesn't mesh with you and I.
Right.
And that doesn't take away anything at all from who you are and your brand. It doesn't take away from anything from my brand. It's just we don't mesh.
Right.
And it's okay not to mesh.
Yes.
I've come to find that just being, even from what I do from the aspect of my photography career, and then now that we've stepped over into doing some content and I've sitting over on this side of things, you know, I've talked with a few people that find it to be offensive because we may say no.
Right.
And it's nothing against you in general, but it's just we don't have a connection.
Right.
And it's okay not to have a connection. That doesn't mean that I hate you, I don't like you, or now I have to go out and speak bad about you.
Right.
That's not it. There's just no connection there.
Right.
And you know as well as I do that there has to be a connection, especially in this world of what you do. I mean, don't get me wrong, we all to some degree have to turn on a certain alter ego on camera, and we want to make sure that the fans enjoy it. But you know, it's like okay, we got to have some kind of mesh.
Yeah.
There just has to be something there.
My grandma always said everybody is cut from a different type of cloth.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. There you go. That's true. So, is there anything that you would say that you would not do again in content creating?
What I would not do again is bring the small town country boy into this business because they would eat him up.
Okay.
You gotta have a strong head on your shoulders. You gotta be a go-getter. You gotta understand what you stepping into before you step into it.
Mm-hmm.
So, me back then, for me now, the only thing I would do is like I wouldn't go out with certain people, besides content.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get personal. Let's keep it about business.
Okay, and you're saying something? Mm-hmm.
If I see like I can learn from you because I'm all about knowledge, like I don't mind necessarily taking heed and being as far as like just acknowledging and knowledge I don't mind, but other than that just take the caring about it for people a little bit, because they'll take that ego out.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Has there been any certain fetish that you have been asked to do on camera from fans?
Somebody asked me to make it like a personal video of me busting balloons, like when I'm sitting on them, and I was naked with oil.
Oh.
And he paid me $80.
Oh.
Oh. I was like,
is that all I gotta do to bust some balloons? Just
I'll
get naked and just sit on some balloons?
Right. Pennywise it is.
Okay.
Busting balloons, man.
Okay. That's the first I've heard, but hey.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fetish. There's some type of fetish out there for everyone.
Right.
Believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it may seem weird or strange to us.
Right.
That's why I'm always quick to not bash, I guess, because what you may like and I don't like doesn't mean that I'm so right because I don't like it, and vice versa. That's just your thing.
Right.
That's your thing. That's what you're into. Hey.
Right.
If that floats your boat, let's go for 100% there.
Right.
Who am I to say you're wrong because that's a fetish that you like? I mean, I've seen some people with Just for Fans, the OnlyFans page, and with this whole foot fetish thing and toes and send me photos of your toes and I mean, really, seriously, and they're people are paying for that. So. That's interesting.
Hey, make it, get it how you can get it.
Get it how you get it. Okay. I'm going to the dollar store in a minute. Go give me some balloons so we can blow some balloons, pop some balloons and get us $80.
Yeah.
So we get us $80 here real quick. Give me some more extra grocery money.
Hey,
come
man,
on.
I'm gonna pay some bills today. Truly.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. So what's coming up for you? Like anything new you've shot with anybody? Anything you're... Let's start with that question first, then I have another question. But yeah, anything, what's coming up? Anything tell the fans?
Yeah. I kind of like for my work to be like, wow, okay, like I go back to that chocolate bar. But I do have a lot of work coming up soon. I did some scenes.
Okay.
In Alpharetta.
Okay.
Not to give too much away, but it was a hot threesome.
Okay.
It consisted of 3 different scenes. Twister was one of them. Late night drinking was another one.
Okay.
Shower was another one. So it consisted of 3, so it was a threesome.
Okay.
But it was very nice.
All right.
You.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That was a hot one for sure. So definitely look out for that. And
That's great. Yes.
Yeah, I got something else. If I say tonight, like, am I gonna sound like a hoe? Like, do I say tonight?
It's dropping tonight?
It's not dropping tonight, but I'll have to make it.
Oh, you're shooting something tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, no, that don't. No, I don't think that sounds like a hoe. That says that you got work.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
I got revenue.
Working on some revenue, baby.
Right.
That's what it is. Okay, so you're filming some more things tonight. Okay, sweet. That's what's up. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So definitely look out for that.
Okay.
Other than that, like I said, whenever you get that taste for, that Hershey bar, hopefully it's there.
You're the one.
Right.
I love it. I love it. Y'all heard it. The Hershey bar, you want it.
Right.
Milk chocolate, milk in your mouth, baby.
Not in your hand.
Not in your hands. And I'm sure we gonna want it to melt in our mouth. Not in the hand. It tastes better in the mouth, not in the hand. Okay, nice, man. I'm excited. Well, I appreciate you definitely stopping through. Before I close it out here, one other really quick question that just dawned on me. So, are there any content creators out there that you have not worked with that you say, I really want to work with this person? Like, who do you want to shout out and say, hey, come taste this Hershey bar? Two. If there are two.
See?
Or one. Name one or two that you think.
I'm like, I remember I was watching Love and Hip Hop, and it was season 1, and Jocelyn Hernandez said that you gotta fuck my mind before you fuck me. Mm-hmm. And I'm just very like sensual. Like, I just don't want to just fuck anyone.
Okay.
I don't want everyone just running through me. Okay. And I don't want to run through them.
Okay. Yeah.
I want it to be not a connection where it's understanding, respect. So, and I learned like it's a lot of pretty faces out here, but they soul ain't right.
Okay.
So it's an energy swap.
It's right. Okay.
So I just want to make sure anybody that I'm swapping got those sexually transmitted demons under control.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Right. So. Right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but shout out to everybody. Keep doing your thing.
Okay. All right. So we can't necessarily name any, but we're open with knowing that right vibe and energy and getting an idea of the connection before we say, here's the green light, let's go.
Yeah, because we had ATL. There's so many nice fat asses in different types of flavors, different long dicks. Like, it's so many to choose from.
That's true.
It's not more or less being thirst. It's more or less being selective and protecting my peace. Yeah. Because through it all, I'm trying to make it hidden.
There you go. There it is. I mean, you're right. We can walk to the mailbox right now and see some peace. I mean, it is. This is Atlanta. Yeah. Absolutely. So let's tell the fans where they can find you. Let's shout out social media information, all that good stuff, so they'll know kind of where to go, follow you for those that have not followed you yet.
Okay. Well, it's Hardy Quinn. I'm only on OnlyFans, and you can check me out on Twitter. DM me for collabs. It's HARDQUINNN, and that's where you go to find me.
Okay. All right. So, and that's just Twitter and just for fans.
Yes.
Okay.
Keep it exclusive. This is a nice little cute type bunch. If it grows, it grows. If not, then.
Okay. All right. So now you guys know where to find him. It's plain and simple. He's just right there. OnlyFans, just for fans. Oh, just for fans. OnlyFans. Okay. OnlyFans. Do you like one more than the other? Just for fans, OnlyFans?
I like OnlyFans a little bit more.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, because I had when I first came out, I was working with a production company, Velvet Entertainment, Velvet Chocolate Entertainment, my apologies. And I had both, but yeah, I kind of like OnlyFans a little bit better.
You like the platform better?
Yeah, it's a lot more intimate, get to talk to my fans. They can request content, or sometimes they request like one-on-one access, if you will.
Right, true.
And of course, it will be a tip. But
don't get it twisted, y'all.
Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Time is money.
All right. You want to tip the man.
Right.
Come on now.
It's all about the
You know what he
money.
here for. Don't play.
Right.
Coming for a free show.
But other than that, yeah.
Okay.
Just those two for right now.
Just for now.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, there it is, guys. Hardy Quinn.
Yeah.
The man in the flesh right there.
In the
So
flesh.
we really appreciate you stopping in and just come over, chop it up with us. We kind of learned something new about you that we just had no clue about. And that's the purpose of why we put the podcast together. Because, of course, we all see all of these content creators out here on these platforms. And we only see one side. And, of course, that's always the side that we want people to see about us.
Right.
But we honestly know that there are more layers to anyone out there that's creating content. So this is the part that I love about our podcast, because it gives us a chance to be like, I didn't know this nigga could bake. Okay, come on, bake. You know, it just gives us a chance to learn other things that we didn't know, which for me makes content creators even more attracted, you know, because yes, I can see you on social media busting it down, laying some pipe, you know, fucking the shit out of a boy, whatever the case may be, and that's sexy. It's beautiful. Like you said, there's certain art to the sex there, but also it's like, oh, that's even sexy. I didn't know he had a PhD in this, or I didn't know he had a degree here, or I didn't know that over here he has a whole another business that he's operating in, and that's just to me that's so beautiful. It's just an attraction there. So again, guys, we thank you again for stopping in.
Thank you for having
guys,
me.
don't forget to follow our social media page, and yes, be on the lookout. We threw them on our massage table. Absolutely. We worked out a couple of knots and sore muscles and all that fun stuff there.
They did.
But it was a great collab, so we're excited about that. So guys, keep an eye on that. Once we're ready to drop that, of course, we will definitely put that on both of our pages, so we let all of our fans know about that. So again, guys, make sure you follow our website at musclemaster.info. That's where you can go online, book private massages, and as well as completely touch bases with us for possible collabs as well. Then, of course, always follow the Ultimate Apeel magazine page, and that's Ultimate Apeel, APEEL. Follow our IG page as well as our website. And he will be featured. We're going to do a little highlight on him as well. So we've got a little stuff coming up with him as well, with Ultimate Apeel. And the new branding of Apeel Collection. So I'm not going to let too much out the bag. I'm just going to let you guys see what we're going to be working on when we get ready to drop it. So we're really excited. So guys, again, like I always say, guys, don't just hit the heart button there on Twitter. Hit the retweet button, because that also helps show your support to that content creator that you love. And it also helps spread the word and advertise what they're putting out. That helps them grow fans and followers. So again, don't just hit the heart button, hit that retweet button to show your support, and then also top it off with subscribing to their YouTube pages. Not the YouTube pages, but their Ultimate Apeel, not Ultimate Apeel. I'm getting stuck here, guys. Their OnlyFans pages and their Just for Fans pages. Also go in and subscribe to those pages and show your support there. Leave a tip and let them know how well they're doing. Obviously, you getting off on it, so that's the whole point. I mean, let's put it out there. So again, guys, we appreciate you tuning in. Didn't have the hubby in with us this time for this interview here. He is off with training, getting ready for another competition, but we will have him in for the next interview as well, my partner in crime. So guys, appreciate you tuning in. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Later.
All right, guys.